In a bustling five-star hotel lobby, the air crackled with a unique kind of tension. Hotel staff, usually the epitome of calm and control, were flustered. Their VIP guest, the legendary Japanese billionaire Mr. Kenji Tanaka, had just arrived, and a critical communication breakdown was happening. Tanaka, a man known for his traditional business practices and immense wealth, spoke almost no English. His small entourage tried their best to translate, but something was getting lost. Simple requests seemed to become complex negotiations. The hotel manager was sweating, the concierge was frantically flipping through a phrasebook, and the bellhop stood frozen, unsure of what to do. It was a scene of polite yet palpable chaos. Everyone was trying to be helpful, but the language barrier was like an invisible wall, growing thicker by the second. They offered him champagne, which he politely refused. They tried to guide him to the presidential suite, but he seemed to be asking for something specific, gesturing with his hands in a way no one could decipher. The atmosphere was a mix of awe for the famous billionaire and sheer panic. Amidst this silent storm stood a young woman named Imani. She was a new intern, working the front desk, mostly observing and learning the ropes. As a young black woman from a humble background, she sometimes felt like a fish out of water in this world of extreme luxury. She'd been told to stay back, to let the senior staff handle the high-profile guest. So she watched quietly from her post, taking in the entire spectacle. She saw the frustration on the manager's face and the polite, but firm expression on Mr. Tanaka's. She noticed the way his hands moved, the subtle nuances in his tone as he spoke Japanese. While everyone else heard gibberish, Imani heard words. She heard sentences. She understood. You see, Imani had a secret passion. Growing up, she had fallen in love with Japanese culture, not just the anime and manga, but the art, the history, the philosophy. For years, she had spent her evenings and weekends diligently studying the language, practicing with online tutors, and dreaming of one day visiting Japan. It was her private world, something that felt entirely her own. Seeing the escalating confusion, Imani felt a knot in her stomach. This wasn't just about a guest. It was about respect. Mr. Tanaka wasn't being difficult. He was simply trying to communicate. Taking a deep breath, she made a decision that would terrify her just moments later. She stepped out from behind the front desk, walking past her stunned colleagues. The hotel manager shot her a look that screamed, "What are you doing?" But Imani kept her eyes fixed on Mr. Tanaka. She approached him, gave a slight respectful bow, and then, in clear, fluent Japanese, she spoke. "Tanaka-suma, welcome to our hotel. My name is Imani. Is there something I can assist you with?" It seems there might be some confusion. The lobby fell silent. You could have heard a pin drop. Every single staff member froze, their jaws practically on the floor. Mr. Tanaka's eyes, which had been narrowed in polite concentration, widened in surprise. He looked at this young black woman, then at the baffled faces of the hotel staff, and back to her. A slow smile spread across his face. He replied in rapid, formal Japanese, his relief evident. He explained that he wasn't asking for anything complicated. He was simply trying to inquire about a specific type of green tea, a sencha from the Shizuoka region, that he enjoyed after a long flight to help him relax. He was also trying to confirm a dinner reservation at a specific, unassuming local sushi restaurant he'd heard about, not the hotel's fancy Michelin-starred place. It was a simple request that had been completely lost in translation. Imani listened intently, nodding and replying with perfect grammar and etiquette. She turned to her manager and calmly relayed Mr. Tanaka's requests in English. The manager, still in shock, simply nodded, his mind reeling. Imani then spoke with the concierge, arranging the tea to be sent to his suite immediately and confirming the reservation at the small local sushi spot. The entire exchange took less than 3 minutes. What an hour of frantic gesturing and guesswork couldn't solve, Imani handled with grace and skill. As his requests were being met, Mr. Tanaka engaged Imani in conversation. He asked her in Japanese how she came to speak the language so fluently. He was genuinely curious. Imani, though still nervous, shared her story, her love for the culture, the years of self-study, her dream of visiting Kyoto during the cherry blossom season. He listened with a warm, paternal expression, impressed not just by her linguistic ability, but by her genuine passion and humility. Before heading to the elevator, Mr. Tanaka turned to the hotel manager. Speaking through Amani, who now acted as his personal translator, he said, "This young woman is your greatest asset. Her skill is remarkable, but her character and initiative are what truly shine. You are very fortunate to have her." He then looked at Amani, gave her a deep, respectful bow gesture of immense significance, and thanked her personally before disappearing into the elevator, leaving a lobby full of speechless employees in his wake. The aftermath was immediate. Amani was no longer the invisible intern. She was the hero of the hour. Her colleagues surrounded her, peppering her with questions and praise. The manager, humbled and incredibly grateful, apologized for underestimating her and promised to recognize her officially. But the story doesn't end there. The next day, a personal letter from Mr. Tanaka's office was delivered to Amani. Inside was not just a note of thanks, but a formal offer. He was so impressed by her that he offered her a full scholarship to a prestigious university in Tokyo, followed by a guaranteed management position within his global corporation upon her graduation. His letter stated that he valued people who bridge cultures and build understanding more than any business deal. For Amani, it was a dream come true, a life-changing opportunity that came from a moment of courage. Her story became a legend at the hotel, a powerful reminder that talent can be found in the most unexpected places, and that you should never, ever judge a book by its cover. It proves that a hidden passion, when combined with a little bit of bravery, can open doors you never even knew existed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.